Presented from the Aishin Broadcast Studio at Babcock's Media.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Counterculture presented by Counterman Magazine. My name is Jeff White. I am the managing editor of Counterman. Well, as we approach summer, Counter Pros can expect to see a lot of customers who need repair or maintain vehicle air conditioning systems. Justin Facette, the senior product manager at Bosch Mobility Aftermarket, has been kind enough to join us to discuss this topic today. Justin, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Justin, now that we're heading into summer or getting close to it, what are the most common AC maintenance parts that counter professionals are going to be asked about during the spring and summer months?
So often as systems age, belts, hoses, a lot of the wearable rubber parts, they'll start to crack and they'll need replacement. Compressors are replaced a little bit less often. Usually there's some sort of catastrophic damage that would require replacement for those.
Now, when you have a customer approaching the counter, how can that counter professional identify whether that customer needs refrigerant or a recharge kit, or perhaps even deeper AC system components like compressors or condensers?
There's a couple good qualifying questions. One is simply, how is the system working? So is it blowing a little bit of cold air, or is it simply hot air, not blowing at all? If the customer is able to go start the vehicle, run the AC system, and then do a visual inspection under the hood, that would be a good indication if they see any cracks, anything leaking. Oftentimes you also see it potentially under the vehicle. And then for compressors, that's usually when it's something hit or some sort of catastrophic damage that would result in noise or other complaints about the vehicle not cooling well.
Now, you've mentioned leaks, definitely a big part of AC repairs. What tools or kits should a parts store have on hand to help fix this problem?
So manifold gauges are a great way to just simply check pressure, tap into the system, and see what it's at, usually between 80 and 120 psi. Oftentimes, because of federal regulation, we would recommend, if it's a big issue, to shop that'll recover the refrigerant, vacuum, leak test it, and then recharge the system to ensure that it's holding pressure and then it's not leaking.
Now, when you have older vehicles that experience these problems, is there like a certain age where the owner can expect that the AC is not going to work anymore, or is that kind of hard to gauge that?
Yeah, especially with older systems, if you're looking at pre-96, when R12 was still used in a lot of vehicles, those systems, the tolerances were not quite as tight as what we see nowadays, or even with 134A. It's a big reason why the use of an AC machine is so vital when you recover and then recharge the system. Those tolerances are so tight that you can often overcharge or undercharge a system, and that could be a matter of either poor performance or catastrophic damage. But yeah, if we're looking at pre-96 vehicles, there's some expected loss. It's just the nature of a sealed system that it's not 100% sealed. So some older vehicles may need a recovery, a leak test, and then a recharge, just to make sure that system doesn't have a big leak if it's just normal expected loss.
All right, so we looked back a little bit there. Now let's look ahead. Are there any changes or trends in vehicle AC systems that parts pros should be preparing for right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the big one is the switch, or I guess the continued change to 1234YF. It was about 2012, 2013 when GM had brought out their first vehicle with YF, and now it's in all the top 10 vehicles. So your F-150s, your Silverados, your Honda CR-Vs, and the Toyota Camrys all use YF. So from the counterman's perspective, instead of selling that maybe $100, $150 jar of 134A, a can of YF is going to be about $500-$600 to the professional. Similar to the off-the-shelf recharge kits, are going to be more expensive simply because the refrigerant is more expensive. YF is also a lot less harmful to the environment. That was the reason for the change. So federal regulation is what really drove the use of YF and replacing 134A. So we're starting to see some states move away from even those over-the-counter quick recharge type systems in favor of pushing them toward a professional solution that doesn't allow that refrigerant to vent into the atmosphere.
All right, a lot of good perspective there, especially from the counterman's point of view. Justin Facette, Senior Product Manager at Bosch Mobility Aftermarket, helping us keep cool this summer and doing so on his birthday. Happy birthday, Justin, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching the latest installment of Counterculture. Remember, you can watch all of our Counterman videos by visiting the Counterman YouTube page. Have a good day, and we will hope to see you next time.